I did it. Okay. You just earned the fiercest respect. I got respect out of someone. God. Yes! Oh my goodness me. The biggest part of that, in terms of difficulty, is just maintaining the power. Maintaining the power is probably the hardest bit to get to a far point. Oh. Oh, I thought I'd make a noise if you click it. Yes! Yeah, like, just the power is the most difficult thing to maintain the entire time. To get to a far point in the night, you have to pretty much play very risky. That whole time, you have to play pretty risky. Stalling can come into play if you want a little bit more power. Knowing your time with the flashlight, minimizing the usage as much as possible. I used all of what I could, and I think I was at like 95 or something, at least. If not, it was just like 1 to 2% off. Like, even if you play really well, that's how much power you have left, most likely. That was a little frustrating, I'll admit. I had a lot of times where I mucked up in the stupidest way. Like, Eva, like, I mucked up with her so many times, trying to look at her in the room, trying to do something else before looking at her. Because, like, it's just risky to look at her while having everything open unless everything's gone. Oh. Aside from quite the frustration, I can say that, well, it only needed one little balance change to make the mode pretty much fair and fun. It is fun to play. It can be frustrating. Well, that depends if you're me or not, but it's still fun. I still enjoyed it. It's definitely much harder than 620. Much harder. Power is a big concern. Night length is just fun. Lack of AC, that just was make the power is just so scary. It's like it's now my new fear with this game. It's just the power. Let's try to just get on the menu while I talk. And probably go over a few things. Can I go into it again? Hello. I'll admit this actually scared me once, the first time I did it. You basically just unlock this. You click this after beating 620. And then voila, you get thrown into purple land, or fish mode. Oh. I am proud of that. I'm proud of that one. That is... I definitely found that difficult. I'm not sure how difficult this is. That's going to take a while for me to figure out, since I don't have much time at the moment. Ugh. I'll have to watch it back, because it's hard to kind of tell why you're doing it, for me, at least. But yeah. This is... all the changes here do make quite a difference. Well, really not Ted. Ted is kind of the least changed. It's hard to notice his aggression. I mean, I think I died to him a lot, but definitely. Like, it got to a point where it was like... I definitely missed him a lot more later in his path. But once you get used to it, you kind of just don't really notice he's different. This one doesn't really matter. I have mucked up on him a couple times, but like he doesn't. You can't really make him that much harder. This one, I don't know if instantly kill you means he'll instantly kill you if he goes invisible at all, no matter where he is in the building, or if he'll kill you once he's at the door. I think I've had him at the door a couple times. Heard the little noise that he's gone invisible. Then he's there, and then he goes away. I'm not sure if that's bugged. I don't want to do this again. Claire is Claire. Aggressive. Without AC. How many times I could not see her because of John. I don't like John. That's the only reason John makes this difficult, is because he'll block one of these two when you're trying to look for them and you have barely any time. It was annoying. This one was really annoying to get used to. No longer makes a sound when messing up the generator. That's the big thing. Because I kept letting him slip. I kept forgetting. I would have won on a run even if I let these two slip a couple times. I didn't have them slip then, but they still the power. But yeah, his second attack isn't the worst. Took me a minute to get used to, and sometimes I just forget the second attack. But without the sound, you have to get pretty used to it. You have to make sure you check, because usually you wouldn't have to bother checking. I had to get into the habit of checking camera 13. But yeah. All of that, I think I've said what I wanted to say. Generally fun. I don't know about very challenging. I'll figure out the difficulty gauge soon, hopefully. But yeah, I did enjoy this through the frustration. It is fun, hard, and the visual effects didn't make any difference. It just kind of made me. Well, it didn't make a difference in terms of gameplay, but probably just when I realized I was halfway through, I was like, "Ooh, progress." But you don't want to know how fast my heart was beating at the end. I died so many times. Like, it's 5 to 6 minutes in. Like, oh. But yeah, this game is great. For a Roblox Nightmare Freddy's game, despite what most people see, this is the good bit, the good part of it. The good game, the good set of games. Like, it's simple. It's a very traditional fan game. But it's definitely one of the better ones compared to a lot of other games I've played off of Game Jolt. I really like the way the gameplay is set out here. It's good. It's strategic. It's still strategic, but it's fast paced and far from boring. You have to be pretty on the ball. It's good. I really like it. I think this mode is fine as is. If the other wants to know. I think it's all good as is, I hope. I don't know if I got lucky. Some deaths do feel like a little unfair, but that I can't tell if that's me missing. Because in general, when you get to the harder stuff in this game, it's hard to tell if you missed it or you just didn't have time to get to it. But I think with some of the runs I had today, I'd say it's fine as is, unless someone has a bit of a problem with something. Like, I'm not sure. Either that's going to be me explaining to them, or that's going to be something that they can't figure out and will keep happening to them. It's very difficult to tell. But that was fish mode. Done. I'm first completion. This person in this chair at this desk with this equipment was the first to do this. His very house holds the completion of fish mode. I nearly said fishbowl. But yes, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy to do this. Great game. That's all I really have to say. Just play it. That's all I can ask for. Just play it. Just good fan game. But yeah, I'll shut up now. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic and certainly challenging hard mode, max mode, I think max mode. And I wish you all the best. Bid farewell.